y'all do a mic check?
Mic check.
Testing, 1, 2. Testing.
It's got a 20-second delay.
Yeah, you good.
Mic check.
Nice. That's fine. Good.
Ready, guys?
Yes, sir.
Welcome aboard, ladies and gentlemen. UTL Stadium Tour takes us to Bunkie, Louisiana. Sitting here on the campus with a few of the players for the Bunkie Panthers. Excited to be back. Ready to talk some Panther football with a few guys here. Always a great time to come back to this campus. And some great memories here and some more memories to make in this upcoming season. Guys, thank you for spending some time with me this evening. It's going to be a lot of fun. Have some fun today with this interview. It's good to be back. So thank y'all.
Yes, sir.
Turn things over to the guys at this time and let them introduce themselves before we get going with this interview. We'll start right here on my far right.
I'm Brady Wright. I wear number 8. I'm in 12th grade, and I play linebacker.
I'm Dominic Palermo. I'm number 67. I'm in 12th grade, and I play O-line.
I'm Luke Norman, number 3. I'm in 12th grade, and I play linebacker.
Ron Patterson, number 0. I'm in 12th grade, number 8.
Let's get going. How's the off season going? I know you guys just wrapped up practice not too long ago, so fall practice is here. How's the off season been? What's the mindset right now in the locker room?
Right now we're just kind of, we have a lot of new people on the team. We're trying to build towards, getting everybody comfortable to our practices and, building up to our max length practices and getting conditioned and all that sort of stuff. And just getting ready for whenever we have pads on and trying to go through all the drills and getting used to everything that's going to be happening.
There you go.
Just kind of getting into the swing of things, like showing these younger guys what it's going to be like, and seeing everybody kind of fall into place where they're going to be for the season, and just getting those younger guys in that mindset of how it's going to be this year and the things we want to achieve and how hard it's going to be and the things we have to do to get there.
And we've been working on all our plays throughout the summer, so everyone's been getting into the groove of it and doing better with that.
Really been working on the timing of everything, like QBs and wide receivers, trying to get our timing down pat, DBs, footwork, technique, everything like that.
Losing last year's seniors, some big shoes to fill. They left a legacy here. Now you get to go leave your legacy. Describe this year's senior group. What makes y'all so special?
A lot of our seniors from, whenever we were freshmen, I think we had about 7 or 8, starting as freshmen, which is a lot for any team. And so I think we've kind of always had some sort of a legacy throughout our class, and we're just kind of really, whenever we leave, one last big bang to, end our year or in our career here.
There you go.
Yeah, I feel like for these last couple of years, our guys coming into the senior class have been a part of the core of our team and have played a big role, and it's just those guys time to step up into those big spots and make those big plays when it's their time.
Yeah. Most of us have played football together or against each other in junior high, and just leave our own legacy is pretty cool for us.
Really, just trying to keep up the mindset and everything like that. We gotta keep each other going, everything like that. Most likely, probably one of y'all got it.
Okay. Take me back to the second round matchup with A-Meet a year ago. Have you ever seen this place electric like it was before? What a wild night that was.
Yeah, that was really one of a kind. The first thing that comes to mind is Gina, our sophomore year.
Yeah.
I think that was the most we've ever had here. I think it was around 5,000, which it was crazy to me at the time because we had never had that many. It was the loudest it's ever been. And whenever we played at meet, it was just like that, and it was just as electric. And the game for us was going a lot better, and it felt good to be on that side of things, especially here.
Yeah, playing in front of such a big crowd in front of your hometown. You know, it was a home game. That game, it was just kind of everything just set into play. It was a bigger stage than Gina. You know, it was to go to the third round of the playoffs and everything. So that was huge for us, and just a big step up for our program. You know, have that many people over here and enjoying Bunkie football.
And the game meant more because that same round, the year before that, we got upset by Episcopal. So we had that in our minds for sure. We did a lot of things differently and saw the outcome of that game.
A year in the making.
Yes, sir.
Me, I love the environment for real. I mean, see, like, man, it feel weird everybody watching me, but like, see, I ain't no talker, so like, it really mean a lot. Like when the game packed like that, though, that help us out.
Yeah. You punch your ticket. You're headed to Thanksgiving week. What did it mean to you to play on Thanksgiving? Describe that week, the lead up, and then the emotional win that came with it.
Yeah, our whole week. It was really weird. I mean, it was freezing cold outside. We didn't have school, so it was our first time practicing on a Thanksgiving without school. For us, all of us, it was our first time ever. And so then, leading up to the game, I felt all of us were really confident that we would go and do what we needed to do to get the win. And I mean, it was a really tight game the whole time. It was a really defensive game. And then towards the end, whenever we started pulling out and we eventually won, it was probably my favorite high school moment that I've ever had.
Good.
Yeah, everybody talks about making it to Thanksgiving week, and it was just felt like such a big accomplishment at that. And then for going into that game, just having such a we all had positive mindsets going into there, and it was tough. Offense was struggling a little bit, and that's when you just got to trust your other guys to do the right thing. And then we had Ron Patterson with a pick six to pull us ahead.
That was cool.
In a big moment.
The rest is history.
Yeah. Ron's pick six, and that game's top three moment of my life.
Of my life, yeah, for sure.
That whole week was just awesome. It's just something that you dream about being able to play on Thanksgiving week. A few people I know talk about it, but never got to experience. That was pretty cool. And just the second we got to Joe Sumner walking down, it was freezing. Just I had chills the whole time. It was awesome.
For me, it was kind of crazy, to be real. Running down, like, I ain't even know what to think for real. I just knew, like, this probably was the game sealing, the game sealing moment for real.
So, a moment that will stick with you for the rest of your life.
Yes, sir.
Let's go back to the semifinal game. I want to know your biggest takeaways from that night, and has it fueled and motivated this group going into the offseason?
Yes, sir, absolutely it has. Going to that game, we knew they were the toughest team by far that we had ever faced. And, historically, they were really good and they have a really good quarterback. And we knew that going in. And we knew that if we would have won that game, it would have been really close and we'd have to fight. It was going to be just like the Jules Sumner game where no moment was going to have – if any moment was too big, then we were going to fall and lose. And we ended up coming short anyway. But, I mean, I feel like, at least for me, and I'm sure I could speak for the rest of the guys here, I mean, losing that game has really made me just want to go, do everything again this year, but only work harder and harder for it. And I mean, we played the same school in 7-on-7, and I mean, the only one here was Ron with us, and our intensity was against that team was by far the best that it was against any other team, really the whole summer for 7-on-7, and it's just really fueled us.
Good.
Just kind of seeing what it's going to take, seeing what what we have to do, and how much better we have to be when we get back up there. There's levels to this, and we just have to, when we get back up to that point, we have to exceed that level. Be better than the next guy. That's just what it takes.
To come so close to something that you worked for all year, it just makes you want to work harder to get to that position for sure.
Yeah, I'm just trying to put in some extra work too. Like last year, with cramping and everything like that. I'm trying to make sure there ain't no type of cramp this year. Trying to get in the best shape possible.
A lot of you guys go on and play other sports. When you finally got back together with the football team, what were some areas you wanted to improve on and attack this offseason?
I don't play any other sports,
Okay.
so I was kind of with the same kind of group of other people that don't play sports, and so we were kind of working hard in the weight room, running outside, doing all that kind of stuff, and we were just keeping things up. And whenever all the guys, I know Ron plays basketball and these two play baseball, and so whenever they came back, we kind of started to see where the areas that we had to fill from the last year seniors and all the younger guys that were going to come in, that would have to come in and fill those roles. And I think all of us have done, a really good job of being leaders in, each of our respective ways and trying to just make the team, the best that it can be.
and of course attacking our summer plans, like going at it like we should, just hitting the weight room hard and everything, and also leading those younger guys into their big roles that they're going to play. You know, those younger guys for them. We got a couple of offensive linemen who are young, and just trying to get them to where they need to be. You know, just getting them in the right mindset.
Yeah, the biggest thing was we have a lot of people that have to earn their spots to be able to play. So main thing was for us to try to make sure they understand that. Like, nothing's going to be given them to them just because they were behind a guy that left. You got to earn your spot to play. And they know that now. So they've been working a lot harder, and everything's been coming together pretty good.
I'm right. Like, I go with all of them leadership for real. Like, that's what we need for real. Like, we need leadership. We need leaders that, like, that's going to take another step forward and, like, help other younger ones like they was talking about.
You guys got to play a spring game this spring against Northside and Mamu. What did you find out about yourselves that day?
Well, I found out that losing the guys that we had is going to take a lot to get back to where we were. I don't think, at least speaking on my behalf, I'm sure that they feel the same way. I knew Luke didn't play, but Ron and Dom, I think it was kind of like a wake-up call to realize that, like, this isn't the same team that we had last year and the year before that.
Okay.
That we're going to have to make our own team and kind of make this year the best that that it can be without those guys. And it's going to take a lot of work to get there.
Yeah, I agree. Like, just understanding that we're going to have to fill those spots, and that those younger guys are going to have to take the initiative, and that we're going to have to help them do so, lead them in the right direction, and also work on our craft and perfect our craft to the way we need to, and just fill those guys' spots and help those younger guys get to where they need to be.
Well, I wasn't able to play in the spring game, but I helped out a lot. And what happened this spring is exactly what spring is for, to figure out what you need to work on and what you do pretty well. So.
I can see we can improve as a team for real, and like helping other players, like people like keep their head up type stuff, like and most like let me see, like helping other players keep their head up, like actually helping them like get to the next step too, like helping them improve and then helping them improve with something else, like type of stuff.
Okay. Let's fast forward then. Upcoming scrimmage, Jamboree, what do you want to see from your group that day?
I just want to see everybody improve in every kind of aspect that we can, especially the things that we've worked on the hardest. Just responsibility in our assignment, being there where we need to be, because if we are where we're supposed to be, you know what I mean, and we're going 110%. Then everything that follows after, correct technique or anything like that, it can kind of follow after from the coaches, and we know that they're going to give that to us. So just knowing that everybody's just, going to give everything they have, and knowing where they're supposed to be, that's really the most important stuff.
Okay. Just seeing our offense execute at a high level. We got a younger quarterback coming in there, and seeing him just execute the offense, control the offense, and everything like that. And then also on the defensive side, seeing our defense just go attack it like we did the past 2 years, just off the walls. That's what we do. Just go hit somebody in the mouth.
That's it.
See us play physical like we've always done, and just see everyone feel into their spots and realize they're capable of doing what they want to do if they try hard enough to do it.
I just want us to be the most physical team.
Okay. How do you avoid complacency after you've reached that level of success from a year ago?
I think it's really hard to do that. Now, that's where a lot of teams fail. But the teams that are there every year, pretty consistently, they do that really well. That's the best thing about them, is they're never complacent. We, as a group, I think we kind of knew that, because our freshman year we weren't very good. We didn't make playoffs. So, like, we knew how much work it had to take. And the younger guys, I don't think that they really understood that you don't just walk in here and go win and go undefeated 10 games and go to the third round of the playoffs just like that. So we just kind of have to remind them that everything you have to do here, you have to work for. You can't just get it off the rip. And that's it, really.
Yeah, it's one of those things, like, you always want more. Like, yeah, we're happy we went to the third round of the playoffs, but that's not enough for us. That's not what we wanted to do. That's not our ultimate goal. Winning a district championship is great, but what's better than two? Yeah. Two's better than one. Like, you go out there, you give it your all, and just never stop. It's never enough.
It's to see the lows and the highs. So junior year we won the district championship, but we also were on the losing side of it our sophomore year. So when you think of it like that, you really just want to win more and more. because it sucks to lose a lot more than to win. So
I ain't gonna cut my little keeper got the question.
What you got, Ron?
What was the question again?
So, how do you avoid complacency when you reach a level of success? When you say you reach this level from last year, it's like, nah, I don't need to work any harder. We've already reached that level.
We need to work harder because I want to win a chip.
Okay. What's a championship level week of practice look like here at Bunkie?
Usually with our weeks, we'll have an offensive day, defensive day. Recently, we've been changing that where we'll do offense and defense both on one day, and we'll switch at the midpoint of practice. But offensively, what it would look like is everybody understands immediately where we have to go, and having a really good game plan from that. From the run game, it starts there, and having the guys that are younger on the scout team and our linemen just being as physical as they can to get our line ready for the team that we're playing, and then for the defensive side, our scout offensive team, it really helps us whenever they understand what kind of offense they're running, and that our defensive players know where they have to be, and they have to know exactly how to do everything. And once our coaches help us figure out how to do that, then that's whenever we have our best weeks and our best games.
Yeah, I agree. Just offensive days against a scout team, you should execute at a high level, being that they're a scout team, and then your defense should align and sign perfectly. And also on the mental side of the game, you got to watch film, watch a lot of film, and just understand what your guy's doing every play. If he has any tails or anything, you just got to know that and be in the film room.
just like Brady said, us defensively, we can't get a good look if our scout team doesn't watch film to see what they're going to do for us. And it does start on Sunday and Saturday when you get the film. You got to start watching it, and then once you know what everyone's going to do, you're a lot better prepared for the week.
Yeah.
I can see mental, paying attention, and like knowing what to do, like giving everything all like 100%.
Yeah. How does this team stay focused on a day-to-day while keeping the bigger picture in mind?
Every day, I'm pretty sure we talked about it, stacking days and taking one step at a time, to get to where we want to be, and that we can't just expect to be there. We just have to take it one step at a time, and all the little things matter the most.
Yeah, just going day by day. You can't just look at, I want to go get a state championship. You have to look what it takes, and that's coming in here every day with the focus that this is the championship. Like, this is where it's made. Like, this is where we're going to win and lose games. It's at practice. That's where it comes from.
Yeah, you can't expect to succeed on a Friday if you don't take every day of practice really seriously. So every day of practice, stay on top of day. And just get better at something every single day, and you'll be fine.
Every day matter, for real. Like, you gotta have that mindset.
What's one drill or film session or a little small detail this team takes seriously that others may overlook?
Obviously film is really big for us. We have a film session for about 30 minutes, offense and defense, each day before practice.
Okay.
So we really hit that hard. And then whenever we put pads on and go outside for the first time, usually for about the first week and a half, we do a lot of best on best, where it's our first offense, first defense. And we really just started the year off with a lot of energy. Get those pads started and getting everybody hitting.
Yeah, film's a big thing we push. Our coaches watch a lot of film. They push us to watch a lot of film, and that's a big thing. You got to know what your opponent's doing. You got to understand it, and that's all I got.
I'd say film and our Indo groups, like your position group, that's probably the two main things that we focus on the most.
I feel like they hit everything that we had to see.
Yeah. Walk me through in-game adjustments. Walk me through that process.
So last year on defense, whenever we'd go, there was a lot of games where we didn't have to make too many adjustments. When we would, our coach, he would get everybody together, or we'd separate. We know with just the box with the front seven and the DBs, either we'd separate, or most of the time we'd come together and we'd talk about the adjustments, and mainly not just what the adjustments, but why we're doing it and when we have to do it, and like when it's most important and why it's important.
Yeah, we have our TV on the sideline. That's a pretty awesome tool we use. we utilize it very well. We come off the field, and if we see something's not working, somebody's getting through on certain plays and everything, we'll be coached up and see what's the reason and everything like that.
We were lucky enough to have a lot of people that only played one way.
Yeah.
So for defense, while our offense was going to score touchdowns, we were making adjustments on our nice TV outside.
For the DBs, I can see it help with like run broughts and everything. Like you get to see where everything going type stuff.
Can you think of a time one of your coaches has pushed you beyond what you thought were your limits?
Going into my sophomore year, I had a really bad injury, and I couldn't work out for more than half the summer. And I lost about 40 pounds, and I really thought that after that I wouldn't be able to play football again. Because I got hurt in football again, that's what it was from, or football practice. And then after that, when I came back, not only my coaches but my teammates, they really pushed me and showed that I can come back, not even to where I was, but better, and more than just better, just to like really want it more and want to be here and have like a family here, and it means more than just football.
Last year against St. Louis, it was like the fourth quarter, and it's like our last drive of the game, and like we were like dog tired. Like we were like, man, we don't know if we can go anymore. Like this might be it. Like I might die right here. You know what I mean? Like I didn't think I could finish out the drive, and then like that just goes to show you like you could do a lot more than you're actually capable, and that's thanks to our coaches for pushing us that far and to that limit.
Yeah, I agree with Dom. It was definitely a St. Louis game. Hottest game I've ever played in. We were just all dying.
Saturday, right?
Yeah,
Yes,
Saturday
sir.
at noon. And they just really just pushed us to finish the game, and that's what we did.
Hold on, what was the question again? I got it one more time.
Can you think of a time one of your coaches has pushed you beyond what you thought were your limits?
It gotta be like say for it gotta be game wise or like prep.
Whatever, weight room, game wise.
Well, I can see it was like the second day of the summer workouts, I think, and we were running. I think we were running, and like I didn't want to go no more. Like I was thrown up and everything, but like my coach got behind me, like he pushed me, like they kept going when I thought I couldn't do it no more.
This year?
Yes, sir.
Okay. How much does the fear of letting your brother down fuel your work ethic?
For me, that's more than most of it. I feel like whenever you see everybody else put in work, you don't want to be that one guy that doesn't, and then you're the reason why things don't work out how they should, or how everybody wants, the team wants things to go. And so I feel like it really it puts things into perspective whenever you see everybody work, and then you take it into accountability to yourself, and you see how hard you should be working, and then everything goes from there, and it just stacks for everybody.
Right. I think that like when we're practicing or we're lifting or anything, and then it just comes to your mind, oh, you might want to quit. But at the same time, how is your teammate supposed to trust you on a Friday night when they really need you? If you're giving up on them at practice or in the weight room, or you're skipping reps, how are they supposed to trust you on a Friday night? That's what it does for me.
I feel a lot more comfortable playing around guys that I believe in them to make the play. And I know for me, like when I fail or I don't make the big play, like, I just feel let down. Like I let every one of them down. But the biggest thing is just trust. To trust me and trust them that they can make the play too.
To be real, I couldn't deal with it knowing like I let my teammate down type stuff, like safe and like in a game, like missing the tackle, like that type of stuff that mess with me and everything like that. Like that's how, like that would make me feel like I let my teammates down and everything like that.
Okay. Would you say it's the offensive line because of the new faces when we talk about position groups that needed to take the biggest step this offseason? Or is there a different group that needed to take a big step?
Offensive line obviously is right in your face. We lost 3 starters. 2 of them started since their freshman year, or at least half the year their freshman year. But on the defensive line, we lost every starter. The 3 down linemen. And I played outside backer last year, but I'm playing inside this year.
Okay.
So I guess you could count me too. But and the other person that played the other outside backer, he's not playing anymore. So we lost all 5 of our defensive linemen. So everybody at that position had to step up and has to do their part.
Wow.
Yeah, yeah, you can say offensive line, but at the same time, we just got to grow as a team, grow together. you grow as an individual, but you got to have that trust in each other and grow together as a team to really succeed, because it's not just what one guy can do, it's what all 11 guys on the field can do at a time.
Yeah, you could single out any position group and all of them you could say the exact same thing about. All just need to grow together.
There you go.
I feel like it shouldn't matter as long as they want to do it.
Okay. Most important quality in a teammate, what is it?
Accountability. For me, if you can trust your teammate and they know, and you know that they're accountable and that they're going to do what they need to do, not only at practice, but taking care of their body, on the mental side of things with watching film, and paying attention at practice whenever it's not their turn, for reps or anything. Just paying attention, just knowing that they're going to do what they have to do, and that you have the trust in them to do that, and that can go a lot farther than a lot of things can.
Yeah, I think trust is another big one for me. I mean, with the unit, we have 5 guys, and you just got to trust that guy that he's going to get his block and you're going to execute yours. And if you do that all 5 across, then, score touchdowns. That's how it is. I mean, just got to trust the guy next to you, trust your brothers, and they're going to make the play.
To trust that they put their ball on the line for me in a football game, just run through a brick wall for me. And that's what I want in a teammate.
Like Brady said, accountability. Like, you got to know when to get told something. Like, you got to know when to tell somebody something.
How much pride do you take in being a fourth quarter team here?
I mean, that's it's awesome to be able to finish games, and it really and I feel like it shows us that every game, even if we're down, we can come back and win. That we can finish strong, and it shows not in in ourselves, but in the coaches, how they coach us, and all the extra little things that we do. Whenever we're tired, we still practice. Whenever we're tired, we still hit the weight room hard. Whenever we're tired, we still watch film and do all the little things that make us the best team that we can be.
Yeah, I think it shows character, just that we're not a giving up team. We don't give up. We don't lay down for nobody. We're just gonna hit you in the mouth every play until that clock hits 0.
I mean, when the fourth quarter, both teams are pretty tired, and it's just who wants it more. And I could say for all of us, we want it more.
Getting dirty in the fourth quarter, for real. Getting it out the mud.
Okay. Your weight room is right across from this wall right here. Give me some rules that apply in there.
First one that comes to me is there's no sitting down. You can't sit down in the weight room. No food or drinks in there. Everybody that's been put in there has to work their absolute hardest. Whether that's a player or coach, they have to keep in mind what the end goal is and everything that we do, like just why we do it and why we're working so hard and what we're working for.
Yeah, just get 1% better at what you do. Go in there, squat. You squat back and actually go 1% every single day, and then that's pretty much it.
There's only white or black socks allowed in the weight room. That's a big thing.
That's a big one.
And it's just get better. I mean, just get better every single day in there.
Get better every day.
Do you love to compete and why?
I love to compete. That's since I was a kid. That's my favorite thing is to win. And really, I hate losing more than I like winning. That's always been a thing for me. I'd rather just be able to say I'm able to win or I did win. That literally means the world to me. And so competing is something that I always want to have in my life. Even when I'm no longer playing football, competing is still going to be a huge part of my life.
Yeah, I feel like competing, iron sharpens iron. We go out there and we'll have competition days, whether that's running shuttles, whatever it may be. You just get this fire in you to just to do everything at your fullest, because that's what Friday nights are, a competition, and it just lights this fire in you to go out there and just give it your all.
Or Porter mats.
Yeah, for the mats, yeah.
Yeah, we're all very competitive, but there's no better feeling than shaking hands with 50-yard line, knowing you just won the game. So
there you go.
Yeah, there you go.
Because I can't stand to lose for real. Like I can't stand to know that somebody getting the best of me.
How about the importance of being a student athlete here at Bunkie?
We all take it very seriously. I'm taking dual enrollment classes right now. I've made really good grades. I have over a 4.0 GPA. Dom and Luke also are taking LSUA classes, and I had a class with Ron this semester, and I mean he was there a lot, and he did everything he needed to do, and he helped me whenever I'll miss a day and I needed some work. He always would help me there, and I feel like as a team we all understand that we have to succeed in school first, because if we don't pass a test or we're not passing, then we can't play. So
Right.
that has to come first.
Yeah, just handle your business in the classroom. If not, you have consequences at the end of the semester. Grade check. You have halos. You have the little towel over your head running around, and nobody likes that. So it's not a very fun thing. So do what you're supposed to do. Treat teachers with respect. That's another big thing. Write-ups and everything is just unacceptable. Be a good student. Student first.
Yeah. If you can't be trusted to make good grades, how can you be trusted on Friday night? That's a big thing too. And just like Don said, we have a lot of consequences if your grades get pretty bad, so keeps you going.
It was straight to me. I miss days, but it's straight. Like everything is straight. It's straight.
What's been the most rewarding part about this journey?
Obviously you can look at for rewards that we've gotten all working together. You can look at all the wins that we've had. Our sophomore year winning 9 games, last year going undefeated and going far in the playoffs. But for me, just the family that I've built here, the lifelong friends that I'm always going to have with anything that I need. And it really just, it means more than just football and winning games for me.
Yeah, I can agree. We call coming in this locker room every single day, working. We're over here more than we're with our families, and we built another family over here. We're all pretty close. Nobody's a stranger in here. You just have a good time, and that's I feel like that's our biggest accomplishment at Bunkie football.
It's pretty nice walking to this locker room and just knowing everyone's your friend. It's just really nice being here. And the biggest thing for us is it's pretty cool knowing that us as a family that we built up here did something that hadn't been done since 1988. And just to know you're a part of that is pretty cool.
I'm stuck. I don't know.
Okay. Let's see. Let's take me back to your freshman year then. If you could speak to your younger self before your first high school game, what would you tell yourself?
That it's gonna be pretty bad, but don't don't take anything for granted. Work hard, work harder than you think you can, and never give up in anything that you do.
Yeah, soak in every moment, give it your all, and just enjoy the time you have with your brothers, because it doesn't last forever.
Yeah, don't take anything for granted. And the little things are the ones you're going to cherish the most.
Like I said, one by fast.
Yeah.
What's one thing that football has taught you that applies off the field?
That anything you want to do in life you can accomplish if you just work hard enough. Earlier I mentioned how I got hurt. I never thought that I'd be able to get at the level to play, at least on varsity again. I always thought that I was always going to be so far behind everyone. And the coaches and everybody on the team really they helped me get back to where I wanted to be, but even past that. And so it just really showed me that I can get to anywhere or get anything that I want in my life.
Yeah, football's taught me that things are going to be tough. There's going to be times in life where you want to give up, but it's the times after that, you're going to look back and be like, man, I'm glad I didn't give up right there, or I'm glad I didn't do this, because it's the end goal of, you succeeding, and you just have to keep that in the back of your mind. You can't let the hard times in between get you caught up in, where you give up.
When things don't go your way, what are you going to do about it next? And what a good family around you can do for somebody.
Mental toughness, and just keep going, no matter what.
You spoke about your injury. My next question is your biggest obstacle in your career. Would you go there?
Yes, that would be mine for sure.
Okay.
I'd say mine was my 7th grade year going in 8th grade. I wasn't really planning on playing football, and it just wasn't of my best interest. And Coach John came in there and was like, "Hey, you're playing football," and I feel like I just didn't feel like football was for me, and I feel like that was just a mental thing. And I'm glad he told me to play football.
Mine's definitely my shoulder, and that's going to be an obstacle for me to push through this year, but I know I could do it, so.
Marsville game.
What's that?
Marsville game when I didn't play.
Okay. Who's a player on this team that you look up to and why?
Somebody that 2 guys that I really look up to a lot is Luke and his best friend Lucas. They've they've gotten serious play time since they were freshmen on defense, and they've always done everything they need to do in the weight room or on the field, practice field, wherever it is. They've done what they needed to do to be the best that they are on Fridays, and they take everything here so serious, and everything here means the world to them, and it means a lot seeing that from other people.
I'd say Zion. Zion holds himself accountable in the classroom. He comes in here, he's a great leader, great guy. You can ask him anything, and he's one of those guys that just got the answer for you, And he's here to push you, make you the best version of yourself, and that I couldn't ask nothing better out of a teammate.
I'd say the person I look up to the most on this team is Brady, because knowing all that he went through with his injury and stuff, to come back from that and be the person he is right now is pretty cool to me.
I say Dom because he really come here every day, keep everybody up, and keep everybody lifted for real.
Okay. Is there a moment in your career where you realize how important it is to play for the guy next to you?
Yes, sir, for sure. First thing that comes to mind is whenever we were playing against Dunham last year. It was really our first time being down. Really serious, more than just a few points. And you can't just separate and want to play for yourself. You have to play for everyone.
Sophomore year, Dylan had a little breakout, busted play and ran to the sideline, and somebody had hit him out of bounds, and he had landed on the bench, and just that feeling of him hurting our guys just got us fired up. It was man, it just showed us how much playing for the guy next to us meant to us, what it meant for them to hurt our team, and we kind of felt like it was on us a little bit, so we were determined to never let that happen ever again.
I'd say for me it was the Episcopal game when everything wasn't going our way, and it was people you felt like they were playing for themselves, and that made me realize that's what happens when people play for themselves, not as a team.
I say the junior game was lost. It was over here it wasn't nothing going well. It was going well at first, and then it was a punt return. I think that just turned the game around. They just messed the whole game, and people start holding their heads down. And you had to just tell them to keep their heads up and everything like that.
Let's go to the quarterback position for this year. You lose Dylan. Who's the guy that has to step up this year? You talked about him earlier with a sophomore. Talk to me about what his offseason has been like and how much growth has he taken into as a leader into going into this 2025 season, because some big shoes to fill.
Yes, sir. He understands what he has to do and how hard he's going to have to work, and he's worked really hard. In practicing on 707, he's given everything he has.
Yeah, I just feel he has some stuff on the mental side of the game, just learning everything in detail and having a full understanding of it. He can work more in that area, but I feel like he comes to practice every day just like everybody else and gives it all he has, and he's been executing on offense well. Still has room to grow, but that's expected.
Them 707s must have been huge then.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, my favorite thing about him is he's one of those people he hates to let his teammates down. So knowing that about your quarterback, he's in good shoes right there.
Well, I feel like he need to work on a little bit more patience, but I feel like he's ready for it. I feel like he's ready to take that next step.
Okay. The running back position. You got a Bull and Zion Lee. Is there anybody else that will get some carries this year also, or will he get majority of the workload?
Yes, sir. To my understanding, Zion he's going to be the majority of the running back position this year, and he's obviously he can do it. He can do more than just do it. He's going to do amazing at it.
Yeah.
But we also have some other guys that are ready for it. Jatarian Gaines, he's in our class. He played last year, number 32. He has the breakaway speed to make any 5-yard run 80 yards and anything like that. We have a freshman, Keytron. He's coming in. He's just as explosive as T is. He's really versatile in anything you can ask him to do, he'll do it. And D, he's a junior. He's number 4. He played a little bit last year at running back, and he's just as shifty as you can imagine. And he's really good. And he has an understanding of what he has to do.
Yeah, Zion. Just go look at film. That's all I really got to say about that. And then T's one of those guys, like he said, can get downhill quick. Quicker than you can imagine. And then on the younger guy side, Keytron, he got in at the end of the spring game, and he showcased his abilities and everything, which was great. And then we got D. D's another guy. He can just count on to be shifty and make a guy miss, and that's all we need.
Yeah, it's nice knowing you got Zion running the ball. Pretty nice. And T could run. T's probably the fastest dude I've seen. And then D last year, he had a lot of explosive plays for us. And then Keatron. That dude's going to be pretty good. He's really good.
Personally, I just say the running back room looking a little scared. It's really scared, low key.
Okay.
A little bit.
The receiver room, the production that was lost with Johnson. You have yourself. You got Milligan. I think I said his name right.
Mm-hmm.
Who else? And do we have a lot of depth in that position? Some production to make up, but I'm sure this group right here has worked extremely hard to go and take that extra step this year.
Yes, sir. Everything that I've seen in the receivers, obviously you have Kane, Milligan, and Ron. They work just as hard as anybody, and they push all the younger guys. And there's a lot of guys in contention for those other 2 spots that we have to fill. I mean, Amari Perry, he's he just switched to number 2. He was 18. He's a really good pass catcher, and he understands where he needs to be and all the spots in zone coverages, how to get there, and what on the time he needs to get there. Jeffrey Rushing, number 10, he's going to be a sophomore. He's he's really reliable. He understands where he has to be, and he's one of the hardest workers I've seen. And then Cade Dobbins, he's number 1. He's also going to be a sophomore. He's really explosive off the ball. He's one of the quickest guys. He's pretty release. He understands how to beat man coverage and how to get over the top of defenses and just for the long ball. And he knows how to make explosive plays.
We got quite a few guys that's going to go this year. It ain't going to be just on 2 guys. We're going to count on a lot.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yeah, just a game that comes to mind is A-Meat. Kane stepped up in a big way. He had a couple of touchdowns.
How you did that in the end zone? 3?
Yeah.
That was crazy. Go ahead.
Yeah, and then Ron down there, he's a guy that he's gonna stick his nose in there and get whatever we need. And like our younger guys, Jeff, I have a lot of trust in that dude. I just see him around the weight room. He's working. He got his head down working. And Cade Dobbins, I think he could be he's a good athlete, very quick, very shifty. I think he could be one of our guys that really put us over the edge. And I think AJ is a guy who has a lot of understanding of the game, and that I think that's what's going to help him get the ball, get some catches, and make some big plays for us.
Yeah, obviously we got my man Ryan right here. He plays every snap, just about every snap, and I know what he can do. You have a lot of confidence in him, and you have Kane, who did a lot for us last year, and he knows he has to do even more this year. And AJ the same way. And then I have a lot of confidence in Jeff that he can step up and make big plays for us.
Well, you got me, Kane. Obviously, we putting the work in, but other receivers I see, AJ, Cade, and Jeffrey, they've been working for it. They want it for real, for real.
What traits do each receiver bring to the game? Start with yourself.
I mean, me, I'm more I might be a little small, but I'm more the physical type. Cade, he the lanky, probably jump ball type receiver. AJ, he the kind of in the slot, shift your receiver. And Jeff a role player, he get it done. He get what he needs to get done. But not just saying he a role player, though, yeah.
Okay. Well, y'all ball out this year. Offensive line, some pieces to fill. This offseason, was it more strength? Was it more technique? Was it more mental? Walk me through getting those guys ready for a Friday night.
I'll just let him cover that.
There you go.
Yeah, I think technique is the biggest thing when it comes to offensive line. You got to know the basics to put the big pieces together. And we got Coach Gabe helping us out, Coach John over there helping us out also. And we've just been trying to get those guys, obviously on the mental side, but also on the physical side. We've been going to camps. We went to lineman camp. We brought all those guys, and I feel like that helped us out a lot. Just helping them get an understanding of what it looks like to be a great offensive line, what it's going to take. And offensive line's a game of technique. You got to have good technique to beat that guy in front of you.
Got you a nice plaque on the wall, too, when you walk in this building. Earned, though.
Yes, sir.
Defensive side of the ball. Let's go there. You told me earlier you lost your entire defensive line. What about the back end? How strong would that be, knowing we do have some pieces to fill up front?
Yes, sir. Obviously, we lost the front five, but in the back, we're still gonna have Ron. We're still gonna have Lucas playing, each of the safeties, and then from corner, Cade Dobbins, he's gonna step up. D, who we mentioned earlier, running back, he also plays corner. Jordan, he plays corner. I mean, he's smaller, but he's really quick, and he understands how, he knows how to manipulate leverage to be in the best position.
Okay.
And Kyle and JJ, who had last year, and I mean, obviously they were awesome. Every time that they were doing something extra on the field, extra practice, all the guys that I just mentioned, they were always there with them, so they understand how to work and everything that they need to do.
Yeah, we have a few new faces in the DB room, but biggest thing is definitely D-line with all new faces. And the biggest thing is if they don't do their job, then no one else could do their job. They're like the backbone of our defense.
Yeah. Style of play, you said physicality. Is it an 11-man to the football type of deal, win the turnover battle?
Oh, yes, sir. I mean, that's our coach's biggest point is that we have to be the most physical team, and if we're that, we're going to win.
11 hats to football every play.
Every play.
Okay. Can special teams win and lose ball games here?
Yes, sir, absolutely.
Talk to me about maybe some of the specialists you got, maybe how important it is to even stay in your lanes on a Friday night. Those things matter.
Yes, sir, they do. Last year we started with a lot of younger guys on the field, and I don't think they took it as serious as they should. And so, eventually whenever they did, they realized how big. I remember at the beginning of the year, we had a few kick returns every time they were getting the ball in the 50 or the 45. And that makes it that puts so much more stress on the defense. And so once we, got into the groove of how special teams needs to go, it helped everybody else so much.
Yeah, it's a big part of football. I mean, like you said, getting the ball in the 50s it's huge for our offense. I mean, and also punting and everything like that. That's a big part of our game. I mean, you gotta hold them. You try to give them the ball with least amount of field position as possible, and just that's a big part of it. That's one of the little things that we got to do right, and it matters a lot on a Friday night.
Yeah, I mean, when you look at that Gina game or sophomore year, that special teams, that punt, which changed everything. And just it's a lot harder to defend half the field than it is the whole field. So.
I feel like y'all really hit everything.
First touchdown scored this year, who gets it?
I think, for me, I think it's going to be Kane. I think he's going to catch the first one. I think it's going to be over the top of the defense, long ball, touchdown.
Okay. First turnover this year, who gets it?
I think it's going to be Ron.
Ron big six.
Yeah, it's going to be a big six from Ron.
Okay. Who's the hardest worker on this football team?
I don't think you can single out any single person.
Complete effort?
No,
Yeah.
Group effort? Okay, I like that. About who's the funniest guy on this football team?
If I had to say anybody, it'd probably be Luke.
Probably Luke. Yeah.
Luke? Coach, you agree?
Luke.
Luke, okay. Who do you model your game after?
There's a lot of guys. I wouldn't say there's any one specific person. If there's anything specifically I want to work on, I'll look something up. And just kind of anybody who knows what they're talking about. I've gone to a lot of quarterback or camps to help me understand what I need to do and the correct technique for everything.
Yeah, I don't really model my game after anybody. Honestly, I don't even watch football that much. I watch film, and that's really it. I mean, I don't really model my game after anybody. JD, but one of my mentors was JD, and JD and Julian were big mentors for me, and they perfected their craft.
Former
while they were here.
teammate.
Former teammate, yeah. Yes, sir.
Well, Fred Warner for me. I love watching his film studies. He actually teaches you a lot. And my freshman year, John Michael, who was one of our linebackers last year, brother. He taught me a lot of stuff my freshman year that I needed. So yeah.
If I say myself, I don't really see myself playing like nobody else but me.
Okay. How would your coaches describe you on and off the field?
Well, I hope my coaches describe me as the one of the hardest workers that we have and willing to do anything for the team. And I hope they understand that I know everything that's going on in the field. I understand everybody's position, everybody's role, and I feel like I can help anybody from any moment or any standpoint. I can help everybody understand what they need to do.
Just a guy with a lot of understanding and just a leader on this team that they could trust to help those guys when they're not around and just hold everybody accountable when they're not watching.
Yeah, to help a lot of people out, and I'm willing to die on the field on Friday night for my brothers.
Like I said, hard work for real.
Favorite game day uniform? What is it?
I love the white on white. For me, that's by far my favorite. White on white with the white helmets. We wore that against St. Louis this year. And thank gosh, it was 110 degrees. But I think for me that was like the most sleek looking and just the best looking for everybody.
Yeah, I'd agree. White on white. Also like red, all red with black accessories. I like black accessories. I like white on white. White on white is the best. But if I had to pick a close second, you know what I mean?
Okay.
I like the traditional red on white. That just looks the best with white socks.
White on white.
Favorite pregame meal?
Oh, well, typically I usually don't eat my pregame meal. I usually give it to either Kane or Dom if they could have it. But, yeah, I usually don't eat it.
Yeah. If I had to say, probably pasta with a lot of passion.
I really like the corn. The corn's my favorite part of every meal, and I like the pasta.
Pause.
You can't go wrong with what they're cooking in the Grove.
Oh man, yes sir. That's probably one. Of
Every
my best
game we
features.
all go there after every game.
What do you turn to in the locker room? Pregame music.
For me, I listen to a lot of Drake. A lot of calming music to understand, just not. Because I feel like for me, whenever we're in the helmet before pregame, or like right before the game, 5 minutes before, I can get as hype as I need to get in there. All the adrenaline, all that comes from there. So, hour, 30 minutes before the game, I just need to be as calm as possible and remember all my responsibilities.
I also listen to a lot of Drake. I kind of like chill before games, like not really like getting in that kind of mindset. But like when we come back in the locker room, like putting our pads on, we're all like listening to Young Boy and everything, kind of hyping everybody up and everything. So that's pretty cool.
Well, let's say we're rolling up to an away game. Like I'm listening to some sad music, gets in my feels. But then before the game, bro, blasting Young Boy, full blast.
I say YB. Well, NBA Young Boy. I'm gonna say NBA Young Boy.
Okay. Not including your stadium, because your stadium is phenomenal. Favorite stadium you ever got a chance to play in?
Obviously you can look at Northwestern's field. We played there in Sulphur's field, but those fields weren't for the teams we were playing. I think one that stands out to me is whenever we played at Jules Sumner's field. It was really cold there, but I like how the field's sunk in and all the stands are around. It kind of feels like an arena.
Yeah, I did like the Parkview Baptist field. The lights were pretty bright. I don't know, the turf looked good and everything. But that was the only good thing about that.
I like Winfield because you feel pretty cool walking from underneath the stadium up.
Yeah.
I say Jules something because I'm messing with the hole for real.
Favorite game you've played in your career? What is it?
My favorite game is Jules Sumner. The amount of emotion in that game from everybody. It's just like nothing I've ever experienced anywhere.
Fun bus ride home.
No way, it was. And
It was nice.
I think a lot of people slept too.
Yeah. Like we all said, Ron Patterson pick six was probably the top 3 moments of our lives. So Jules Sumner's probably the best.
I got that video sent to me not long after the game.
Yeah, it was awesome.
I'd say Jules Sumner or Regina this year. First time they've been shut out at home since 2011. Just like that up there.
Jules Sumner.
Jules Sumner. How about practice? Favorite part of practice or drill?
For me, my favorite is probably inside hole. I love inside hole, and because it's only one place, and so you can really just see what everybody's about in that front seven, because that's where the game is won and lost.
Yeah, inside drills, just come get you some football. We're running the ball. Come get you some, man.
Best on best. Our first defense, first ever, just get after it.
One-on-ones.
When does it set in to you that it's game day?
What do you mean?
So when does it set in? Does it set in when you wake up? Pep
Oh.
rally, Monday practice? When's it set in for you?
Really, whenever you wake up, because we wear our jerseys to school, as soon as I put that on, because I try to, get a lot of sleep on that Thursday night just to make sure I'm, well rested and all that. When I wake up in the morning on that Friday and put my jersey on, I realize, today's going to have to be a different day. I'm going to have to lock in for the whole day and, be on my P's and Q's.
Yeah, I'd agree. Just as soon as you open your eyes, you know what time it is. You're getting in that mode, just locked in. One of those things is if you're fooling around in the classroom on that day, you're not locked into the task at hand.
I'd say Thursday night for me, right before bed, just going through different scenarios.
when I wake up, and like it's like a little part, like walking out my room, like I slept like the top of the door. That's when I know like
Okay.
it's time.
What sets the tone of a football game, in your opinion?
So I mean, pregame, whenever we're in the helmet and everybody's, usually we'll have somebody, talking in there and really getting everybody hyped. And then whenever we run out of the helmet, I mean, this is for home games, and we have, these are fireworks going off for the smoke, and we had people doing backflips out of the helmet last year. That really, it gets everybody really hyped up. And then the first drive for our defense, whenever we realize how physical we're going to be, and everybody, yes sir, and you just see how physical and
Absolutely, just stuffing them. Just nothing better than that. Just letting them know, like setting the tone that you're not going to score on our defense.
Strapping up your helmet and walking out right there, going to the field and the first drive on defense for sure.
I don't know, bro. You got it,
Walk me through your pregame process. Everyone's different. Some people like to sleep. Some people like to watch film. Some people like to get with coaches. Walk me through your process.
So on a normal day, it's just a home game. If we don't have a pep rally for the home game, which we do for most of them, then we'll have a lot of time here. We'll come here. We'll get our clothes for everything. We'll put them up and then eat, or eat if you want, and then
Pass it on to the game.
yeah, and then all the lights in the weight room and in the locker room, all the lights go out, and I usually bring a pillow and a blanket and I go to sleep. I'll just put my headphones on, and I'll just go to sleep. Or that's really what I do.
Yeah, I'm the same way. Like, get back from the pep rally, we eat, and then I usually go to sleep. You wake up, you tape, and then it's time to go.
There you go.
Yeah, they said, and then my favorite is where everyone else for special. There's probably like 20 of us left in here, and it's just me and young boy and my stretching routine. We got a little stretching routine and pretty nice.
I do the same thing, probably tickling up or listen to music.
Your last starts before you exit this locker room, what are they?
What do you mean?
So before you exit the locker room, full pads. Before you head to the helmet, what are your thoughts?
I mean, everything that's going through my mind is that realize how important this game is, not only to me but the team, and like take all of it in, take everything that's going through everybody, and just try to like really think about how I want the game to go and what I have to, the steps I have to take for the game to go in my favor.
Just being thankful that I could be around those guys, and just walking out there with all of them is just kind of one of those things that like I'll never forget. And I'm just thankful for those moments and thankful for the game we're about to play, and just happy to be there.
I don't think I have any thoughts, to be honest. I'm just like, my mind just like blacked out.
Clear mind.
That's right.
I just be ready to play, bro.
There you go. How important is preparation to you leading up to a game?
Physically, getting your body prepared is more important than people think. Drinking a lot of water, getting hydrated, you putting the right food in your body, just getting all the nutrients that you need. It's it can take you a lot farther than you think. And then mentally, watching all the film that you need to, knowing tendencies that the offense or defense has, and knowing what they're going to do before they do it, that can win you a game by itself.
Yeah, I'd agree. Hydrating all week, making sure your body's right, eating the things you're supposed to eat, and then Thursday we have our run through, which is a big mental thing for us. We go out there, we, just final touches, whatever. Any questions? That's like your time to ask, and then watching film all week from the time we get it from until the game starts. Just watching as much film as we can.
Yeah, hydration and film. The more film you watch, the more prepared that you feel for the game.
And they said what I was about to say. So,
How about after a grueling Friday night? What's some steps you like to take to get your body back?
So right after the game, I'll go to the Grove, get a good meal after. I'll go home and I'll take a shower and go straight to sleep. And then whenever we come here back in the morning, we'll have breakfast here and then film. And then the rest of the weekend, I just like to relax and just take a lot of time for myself and not do anything that's going to get my body hurt, and just really relax and stay home.
Yeah, I feel like after a Friday night, our stretch and stride really does help. The worst thing you could probably do after a Friday night is lay in the bed all day and not do anything. And so coming out here and having stretch and stride is probably the best thing you can do.
Yeah, I'd say stretch and stride for sure. That makes a lot of it.
either that or taking an ice bath.
Yeah. Which game are you looking forward to the most this year?
The most, Marksville, obviously, that's marked on my calendar. I want that. Catskin game senior night. You know, we haven't lost to Marksville my whole time here. To have the Catskin all 4 years, that would be, you know, a dream come true. And I think I can speak for all of us when I say that we're all ready for it and we know what's going to happen.
Most definitely.
Everybody's agreement?
Yeah.
And Gina too.
Yeah,
though.
Gina.
sure.
Yeah, Gina.
I didn't even think we had to say that name for real.
Yeah, for real.
What do you want people to know about this year's Bunkie football team?
This team is not the same that we've had the past 2 years. A lot of the key positions that we have are not the same. We're going to play differently. We're going to be, you know, running different offenses or defenses, you know, adjusting differently, and that the games are not going to be the same as they were. And, you know, everybody needs to watch.
Yeah, although we might not have those guys we did last year, does not mean we don't have the same goals. We have the same goals and aspirations for the whole entire season. Going win a district championship is one of them. Going 10-0 is another. And then obviously the end goal is winning the state championship. Nothing's really changed along those lines of our goals and aspirations for this team.
Yeah, we're excited to prove that we could still do everything that we did without our key players that we lost last year.
To win, for real. I want to win.
Take me back to all those years ago when you first picked up a football. What made you fall in love with the game?
I feel like football is one of those games where it's very one-on-one. You know, it's a team sport in whole, but more times than not you're going against somebody individually, and so that competitiveness to beat that one person, it really makes it special to me.
Yeah, my favorite part about football and what made me fall in love with it is like the aspect of like just going out there and you kind of free, like, you know, like you can't go outside and just tackle somebody on the street, you know, like you could do that in football. Like that, I feel like that's my favorite part. You can go out there and just hit the snot out of people like for free. Yeah,
No consequences.
Yeah, no penalties.
Yeah, I grew up around football. I've always watched it. And I've been playing it since I was in 4th grade at my middle school, so it's just always something I've loved.
Been a crash off for free.
Yeah.
You guys feel like this is a full circle moment, knowing that you used to be the guys come and watch the team on the field or playing pickup football behind the bleachers. Now you're here as seniors and playing and knowing that you got guys coming up and look and watch you guys play. You think this is a full circle moment?
Yes, sir, for sure.
Yes, sir, absolutely.
Yeah, I mean, my brother played, you know, before me, so I would always come watch the games. And I mean, to me, whenever you're little, everybody seems so giant, and everybody seems, you know, so fast and everything. And now for us to be playing and for little kids to be watching us, and we have a lot more spectators than they did, just because, you know, we're winning more. It means a lot to see all the little kids look up to us and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah, just to know that, like, you don't even know the half of it when you're just watching from the sideline or, you know, watching from the bleachers or anything. You don't know half of what goes into that, or, you know, it might just look like a football game to some, but it's a lot more to us. And
yeah, I've been on the sideline since I was in 4th grade. I was a ball boy, and it's just, I used to dream of playing it. And it's crazy to think this is my last year ever putting on this jersey.
What was the question again?
You think this is a full circle moment for you, knowing that you used to come to the games watching the older kids and now you're that guy on the field?
I mean, somewhat, because I used to watch my brother.
Yeah. Go ahead, you can finish.
Somewhat because I used to watch my brother, and like I said, it came around, but like it ain't too much of a because like I knew I was gonna be here one day, but yeah.
What advice would you give to the younger generation that do come watch you on a Friday night?
I tell them that, you know, anything they want to do, they can do it. You know, don't stop for anything or anyone, and don't listen to anyone if they tell you you can't do it.
yeah, just always giving everything your all, and just never forgetting that have fun with your life, and just putting God in the center of your life will really help you out, and just getting you to where you want to go you got to do it through Him.
Don't take anything for granted on the football field, and the most physical guy's going to win.
Going 100% for real.
What's the best piece of advice someone's ever gave you?
And I've gotten a lot of advice from a lot of different people. It's really hard to, you know, pick one thing out from everything, but, you know, I have a lot of people around me always telling me that, you know, just don't give up. You know, if I don't want to do anything anymore, if it's gonna if they know it's gonna be good for me, then just don't stop and don't quit just because I think it's gonna be hard or I don't want to do it.
Probably the same thing. Just not giving up in your life. Just keep going. Keep going is the biggest thing.
Yeah, don't let one little thing stop you for sure.
Yeah, don't let one play define who you is.
Who's the biggest supporter in your life?
My biggest supporter has to be my mom. She's there for everything. She supports everything and all the decisions that I feel is best for me. And she always knows that that I'm going to make the decision that I want and the best thing for me. And so she's by far my biggest supporter.
My family, I can't point out one because I feel like they all bring different aspects to my life. But yeah, man, they're my backbone. Like, I ever need anything, I know I can go to them. And it's just one of those things where, they got your back, and it's just no question about it.
Yeah, very blessed to say, I can say that about my whole family. That they support me in every decision I make.
My mom's and my pops.
What does it mean to you on a personal level to wear those jerseys today, represent the alumni that played here, the community, school, coaches, brothers on the team?
Yes, sir. It means, I know I'm probably speaking for all of us here when I say that it means literally everything. I love this school. I love everything about it. I wouldn't choose any other school to go to. And that everything I do, I'm happy that I represent Bunkie because I feel like I'm doing well at it.
I know we all bleed red, but at Bunkie High School we bleed a little redder. But
yeah.
I mean,
Nice.
it's just one of those things, man. Like, playing over here, it's just like you have such a good community around you, and everybody's so supportive, and it's electric being over here.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. And we got the Grove back there. Everyone has your back. It's nice.
I really wouldn't want it any other way for real.
Final question. When it's all said and done, what are you going to miss the most?
Being able to come here, even whenever it's not football season, you come here in the spring and in the summer, and be able to see these guys as much as I do. It's like just built-in time with all your friends that you love being around, and I feel like high school football is just I feel like to me it's the most in touch that you'll ever be with these people.
Yeah, I find just being in this locker room with all these guys that you've been with for 4 years, some 5, it's just one of those things you'll never get back. And I feel like every time I walk into this locker room, I'm just I just kind of like this excitement goes over me that I get to be around guys with a common goal, and I don't know if I'll ever have that in any other way in my life.
Yeah, obviously we're all gonna miss playing on Friday nights, but it's the little things, just like being around everyone, eating pregame meals together, stuff like that.
Being with my partners for real.
Floor is yours. If you have any questions for myself or final words that you would like to say at this time.
Go Panthers!
Yeah, tune in to us this year. I feel like we're going to surprise a lot of people.
And do great things this year. Yes, sir.
Surprise a lot of people.
Everybody's good? Scrimmage is
21st. Odell here.
Ladies and gentlemen, if you want to get your first glimpse at Panther football here in 2025, August 21st, right here at their home field, it will be a scrimmage with Oakdale. Come see your first glimpse of what's going to be another great year for Panther football. I'm excited to see you guys in the fall. Keep working hard. Keep your head down. Great things are in store.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you.
It was an honor to be here today.
Appreciate you.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Have no regrets. Leave it all out on the field.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.